What's going on, y'all? It's Claude. You're checking me out again at Mostly Healthy Food Reviews. I'm in Bridgeport, Connecticut today. I'm over on Main Street. As usual, I'll drop the address in the description below. Now, I decided for part 2, I'm going to slide over to Howling Hot Chicken. Ooh. This cat right here.
I say, ooh. Yo.
Daym Drops. He's in the building with me.
Yo.
Part 2 of the video series. More madness.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm hearing through the streets maybe like a week or two ago that Howling Hot Chicken is the spot to be at. This is supposed to be Bridgeport's best chicken, hands down, located right next to Milkcraft by the Trumbull Mall.
Spot that's owned by the owners of Milkcraft. Opened up the Howling Hot Chicken next to their Milkcraft over here.
So, we're going to get right into this one. We just pulled up. As you see, we got this guy in the car, and this is going to be a good time. You ready? Let's get started. All right, guys, we're at Howling Hot Chicken. Howling Hot Chicken. Been here, done that.
Very familiar. A lot of similarities that is important to discuss because there's individuals that, watch this video, they're from the Stratford, Bridgeport area, this spot being in Bridgeport. But you've seen Most of Healthy Food Review's previous video when he and I were at Birdcode in West Hartford that actually opened a few months ago.
I gotta say one thing real quick. Guys, if you haven't seen the last video, matter of fact, just look at this, watch this. Now, as you see, comeback sauce is obviously making a comeback.
Heavy
Heavy in these streets.
Heavy.
So, here's the thing with comeback sauce. It's slightly spicy. It's almost like a Thousand Island sauce in a way.
It's good. It's really good.
It's good sauce.
It's really good sauce.
It's good sauce. And with that being said, the only difference between that and chicken is when you dip it and the level of spice you get with your sauce. Today we got what? Mild spice?
You got light mild.
Light mild.
And then we had one with no spice.
And no spice.
Right.
And honestly, the size of the chicken is big. It's seasoned. Truthfully, it's fried a little harder than my particular taste would like. It's fried hard. I'm not sure if that was a mishap or they meant to do that or that's how their chicken comes out.
You know what it is? I noticed one thing, right? It's definitely fried a little bit longer because that is what tends to dry chicken out. Chicken wasn't 100% dry, but it was getting on the verge of. The hardest part about it is the oil that you choose to use.
Right.
When you're frying any given thing, are you going with peanut oil? Are you going with vegetable oil?
Right.
Like the lighter the oil, the lighter the batter that matters, right? So it's not going to get as hard of a fry. The deeper, darker the oil, you're going to get that darker colorization on the chicken itself because it wasn't crispy when we bit into it.
Right.
It was just darker, right?
Right.
And
I'm not saying
the batter could have used some love.
I'm not saying Drake versus Meek Mill light and dark.
No.
We're not saying that.
No.
But it was just darker than Birdcode chicken was as an example. Or any other chicken that you had.
Say what it is. Birdcode chicken is bigger.
It is bigger.
Y'all just saw the video. Birdcode chicken is bigger, and then you have Howling Hot Chicken, right? So if I have to do a comparison like this. This is Birdcode, this is Howling Hot.
Right.
Like that, right?
Right.
For the difference, bro, is what I need to discuss. 2 tenders for that meal piece. $11.99 here at Howling Hot Chicken.
Wait, don't say it.
You want to hold it?
All right, guys, look at this part of the video that we just did. So you can see the price points. This is what we're getting at. Watch this.
What?
That's Virgo. Now, you saw what I just put up for Howling Hot Chicken.
How much was Birdcode for 3 tenders at Birdcode in West Hartford?
Big tenders.
Big Jones, how much?
$7.99. $7.99. Not even $8. $7.99, son.
2 tendies at Howling Hot for $11.99.
$11.99. Now let's think about that for a second. You're about to pay $12 for 2 tenders. That's $6 a tender. And they're not as big as Birdco, and I admit that. However, you're also looking at different areas. Birdco, West Hartford, Howling Hot, Bridgeport. I get that.
No disrespect to Bridgeport whatsoever, family, but Drumstick is right up the street.
Big
with
facts.
competitive prices that have been keeping the community coming back to Drumstick for over 100 years, B?
100 something, maybe.
Over 100 years. You know you're in Bridgeport. You know families out here, they do not have money like that. The average income is not $150,000 a year. That's not the average income. So how do you have 2 tenders for $11.99 inside a community where the median Can't even afford it.
We're in the
That's
middle
hard,
of a pandemic right now. People have lost their jobs and they're trying to basically eat nice, eat good on a budget. Everybody's balling on a budget lately. People hit me up in the comments all the time. You know what? I would like to try that, but I'm trying to save money for me and my family. I totally rock with y'all. I totally understand what you're saying. We get it.
Yep.
There's no millionaires out here. So in either case, the price point was definitely an issue. And when we saw it, we both had the same look on our faces looking at that price point for the first time.
$9.99, okay. Oh, $11.99, that's a reach. And it's not saying that your chicken is bad because it's not bad.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you got some good spices that are definitely happening there.
Right.
The chicken, for me, would be a 3 out of 5 at best. I'll give them a 3 out of 5. That means you're toting the line. But that price point is reaching out the sunroof, family.
Facts, big facts.
That price point hurts.
I'm going to go with a 3.5. I like the spice on the chicken. I did like it, but for me, what actually drops it down, if you start at a 5 and you get down to 3.5, is your price point.
That price point hurts.
These videos that we do are really talking about service, pricing, and flavor. Those are the 3 major ingredients.
And this is opening day, too.
Opening day.
Much love in the service piece on opening day.
Facts.
Your owners out there, employers out there, everybody's greeting you. Have a nice day.
They took care of us.
You took care of us up here. Everything.
Right.
It was love.
So there's no sponsor on this video at
No.
all. This is basically us just coming in and sit down, have a little lunch together, talk about it, and try to, support local business because they're here and it's real important. So we want to show love back to Howling Hot. You guys actually took care of us and the service was definitely spot on. We appreciate you. We do. Much love.
And even the slider that I had was chunky. It was
a big slider.
When you think of a slider, you think of something that's small.
Right.
The slider here was sliding in. That's how long it was. It was sliding in the chicken.
It was actually a sandwich.
It was a whole sandwich, They served up the big kahuna.
Facts.
All right. Well, plenty of radish action happened up on that thing. Nice little bite. Right. Soft bun action. Chicken was doing its thing. It's still a solid chicken for a 3-piece, in and out, easy, right? But
you guys can come down here, and if you decide to spend that kind of money on some tenders,
you're gonna be spending some bread.
You're gonna spend a couple dollars. Their menu was a little short on a couple things. We've been to other places recently, and it seems banana pudding is big.
Banana pudding is big
for these chicken
and
spots.
You are in Bridgeport. Banana pudding is hella big.
Right. So how y'all don't have no major desserts except for macaroni salad is a little...
That's hard.
I don't get no chocolate chip cookies.
You don't get no cookie bookie.
No brownies.
You don't get no brownie ownies.
Apple pie.
Apple peasy.
Nothing. Just chicken, some water, and have a nice day. Heavy price point. Now, I usually dance in my videos. I'm not dancing
harping
today.
On that. I keep harping on that. I like... Again, if this location was in Greenwich, say we were in Greenwich, $11.99. That's Greenwich.
Oh, wait, let's explain to the people because they don't really know. Connecticut is based with a bunch of different counties. You have maybe a lot of different areas and stuff. And when you get towards different parts of Connecticut, northern and southern, they're very affluent areas. People got money. They're out there and they're really doing it. You have some areas like a Bridgeport or other areas where they're not so affluent. People really don't have money. So it's a mixture. With that being said, you would actually find something like this in one of those affluent areas, not so much in a non-affluent area for those prices. That's probably why your spot down the street was open all these years. I think that's why Drumstick was open this long, because they're basically doing it with their prices. That's what it really is. So
you can slide a Drumstick, get yourself a mean meal.
Right.
I'm talking a mean meal. $30.
Big facts.
And you feeding a family of 6.
Big facts.
6.
Easy. Solid.
Easy. That same $30 over here, you just 1.5? 1 in a possible?
1 in a maybe.
How you got a 1 in a maybe? How you got a 1 in a possible is like a spades hand?
Playing spades, man?
We playing spades. They came over here playing spades.
1 in a maybe. I'm just saying.
Ouch. Just something to think about for anybody here at Howling Hot Chicken and me watching the video. Something to think about for the community, man. Just kind of, you might want to scale back on the price. I know you're trying to make your money back for your investment. I get that. I understand it.
Right.
I respect it. You can go crazy with your Milkcraft prices as you've always done over ice cream, but you're talking about chicken up against a chicken spot that's been in the community over 100 years plus, serving the community. The community will walk in and look at the prices out of curiosity. You want return customers. You can't get return customers battling up against a bigwig like Drumstick with cheap prices, serving up quality food, and you're coming through way up here, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard play.
Big facts.
That's going to be a hard play.
And if you guys know Drumstick, if you guys have ever been to the Bridgeport area and you've been to Drumstick, you know what it is.
Ooh.
It's not a national chain by any means, but they don't have to be.
They don't have to.
And sometimes you'll get one of those gems and jewels in the neighborhood that always take care of you. Always take care of you. And the prices are always right. The service is always good. And when you come in, you feel like you're at home. Now, I'm not actually sitting there putting a plug in this video for Drumstick. I'm just saying, Howling Hot, you guys might want to really look at your prices again.
Look at them.
And otherwise, you guys are doing it. And if I come back in the future and do a second video and your prices actually resemble what they really should in this chicken game right now, I might do a larger review.
They could be a problem.
I might do a higher level review, and meaning I would sit there and say instead of a 3.5, I might go with a 4.5.
Y'all could be a problem in these streets if you get competitive with your prices.
Facts.
You're still serving up a quality chicken. You're still serving up a decent meal. Get competitive with your prices, because what's next door is what's going to make people pass by with those prices and go next door.
5 minutes down the road. Think about that. If you like the videos, be sure to click subscribe, turn notifications on. That way you get those videos when I drop on Mondays and Fridays, 12 noon Eastern Standard. And during the week as time permits. Second video, my cousin, my brother, Daym Drops in the building with me. And this is Lunch with Daym, Howling Hot Chicken, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Main Street. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'm around for all the good food and flavors. And as usual, if there's a health bonus and an ad bonus, today's not a healthy meal at all, but it was flavorful. It definitely was. So big shout out again to Howling Hot Chicken and their staff. We're gonna stab out, man. Y'all be cool. I'll talk to y'all next time.
I holla.